The following program is a public access production. Comcast is required to provide time on this channel and make it available pursuant to franchise agreements with the communities we serve. Comcast is not affiliated with the following program or the producers of public access programming and is not responsible for the content. The following program does not reflect the opinions of Comcast or its affiliates.
Tonight on the Sonny Brightly Show, put on your tinfoil hats and find out who's watching the watchers as we dive deep into the world of conspiracy theories. How crazy can this show get? Find out right now on the Sonny Brightly Show.
Hello and welcome to the Sonny Brightly Show. I'm your most awesome host, the Sonny Brightly. Hello, my friends. Today we have got a wonderful show for you today. Have you ever wondered about conspiracies? We all do. You know, who killed JFK? Is fluoride in the water killing us? And do gerbils hear us sleep? I don't know. But today we have a wonderful pair of guests that are very good experts on the entire subject. Welcome to the show, Tessa and Michael Birch. Hello, Tessa. Hello, Michael. How you guys doing today? Welcome to the show. And I've seen your blog and I've seen your website. And may I say, it is freaky. It made me think about a lot of things. I know about your blog and I know about your upcoming book. Congratulations on that. What I want my audience to know is, who are the Birches? Masters of conspiracies. Well, experts on conspiracies.
Well,
who are the Birches?
Before we go any further, we have to protect our information.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the twin-full heads. And by the way, and I what's up with the little pengy on the hat up there?
I like penguins.
You like penguins?
He's like my favorite Martian.
He does. You do look like my favorite Martian.
That wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
He's
He's
very sensitive about his penguin. Like, it's a serious thing.
No. Don't threaten the minions. They tend to get out of hand, if you know what I mean.
Anyway, Michael, would you like to pass me his hat?
Yeah, I
We
would
have one
love
for
to.
you, Sonny.
Well, what do you mean you have a? You guys
We have
a
your
hat for me?
protection right here, Sonny.
Oh, okay, sure. Oh, I'll be.
Put it back, Gary.
Ah,
Okay.
Whoa,
That's so much better.
thank you so much.
Okay.
You felt that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys got me a hat.
We do. See? Okay, just for you.
Okay, what is this supposed to do? What is this hat supposed to do?
Well, when there's personal information or information that is out there that's a little bit too intense for the government, they do some reworking of their own with microwaves and radio waves and gamma radiation and whatnot.
So what is, for people who speak English, in a nutshell, what is this
Basically,
do?
there's a lot of information right here,
Oh, in our heads.
and mostly hers.
Okay.
And you just got to keep that all just kind of contained.
Oh, because we don't want anybody.
Yeah.
So now that we're gonna get personal, where are you guys from originally? Where do you guys pick up this idea of the conspiracy of the
Well, originally, me and Michael are from the Valley, California. And our great-grandparents, more specifically, lived in Castor, Louisiana.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've ever been to Castor, Louisiana.
Yeah, exactly.
Castor oil is made?
Okay.
No.
That's a good idea. Is castor oil?
No.
Okay.
But it is really, really far in Louisiana. It's literally like 5-6 hours from Jamestown. So there's nothing to do there. So when we were there, we would just play and try to read as much as we can, and it led us to watch a lot of TV shows and search the internet and things like that. And upon searching, we found that there's a lot of unanswered questions.
Is this your 100% day job? This is what you guys do 24/7?
Completely. I have a master's degree in theoretical biology.
Theoretical bio. And how about you?
I don't have time. I'm busy.
You're busy.
Saving the freaking world.
I'm pretty sure he thinks the government won his sperm.
What? Would the government want your sperm?
Why wouldn't they?
Oh, You're right. Why wouldn't they?
Shut up. You want my sperm too.
Like I said, don't antagonize the minions. Guys, please.
Sorry, son.
Please. I hear that you guys are writing a book.
We are, Sonny. We're like totally writing a book. It's a bunch of modern conspiracy theories with things that we see happening with our everyday occurrences, like things like machinery and issues with it, and the phenomenon that's become so hip now is ghosts, and we have to make sure that like the general populace knows.
Awesome. So let's get into the fun stuff, shall we? The cure for cancer. What is your idea on that? In my opinion, there ain't no cure yet that we know of.
Sonny, that's what they want you to think.
Really?
There is totally a cure. The thing is that it's just cheaper. And America, being a capitalistic society, wants to capitalize on everything. And literally, the number one way to do that is with people's pain and suffering, especially when they're left in a very, very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Confined
And, desperate place. When you have cancer, it's pretty hopeless.
What's the cure?
Yeah.
The cure, like from what my research has given me, as a theoretical biologist, and some videos that I have searched online, which I will share with Sonny.
Awesome.
They were saying that the tumor shrinkage was actually done by everyday aspirin.
No kidding.
Aspirin.
Well, I got a real quick question for you guys, and let's make them off as a little blunt, but isn't a major source for cancer radiation and gamma waves and stuff? Though that kind of stuff can give you cancer, can it not?
It could also turn you into the Hulk.
There are many things that go on in our everyday society that gives us cancer. I mean, even sunlight gives us cancer.
What kind of just baffles me though, guys, is you put these tinfoil hats in microwaves and you put them on your head. I think you guys all have cancer.
Well,
I think you have cancer and you're gonna die.
Minion, I think we're okay, Minion. I think we're okay, Minion. I think we're
I don't want you guys to die.
We're not gonna die. We're gonna be fine, Minion.
Is it crying?
No!
Somebody give that man an aspirin.
Die!
Somebody give security. Somebody give that man an aspirin. Thanks.
Worry not. I will provide Sonny with lots and lots of aspirin. He'll be here for years to come. I
And
promise.
just for that, and we're gonna see a video of that right now.
The results came while researchers were studying 25,000 people who were taking a daily low dose of aspirin to prevent heart disease. But the researchers found that aspirin was also doing something else. It was reducing the death rate for some cancers. The work, a meta-analysis or study of many other studies, was done at Oxford University in Britain by Dr. Peter Rothwell.
Now, wow, is that interesting?
Yeah.
It makes you really think,
There have been numerous studies, predominantly not in this country. I mean, everyone in this country is completely content with chemo and radiation and all these things because they make money off of them. And the number one concern every single time is for the shareholders.
And I don't know if I have an opinion on that. I honestly think that we would save money if we were able to cure people. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing.
Actually, sounds like he believes this.
Calm down, Minion.
The thing people don't understand is
If we
that.
all died, no one would have cancer.
There you go.
Well, but here's the thing. The thing is that, like the video explained ever so well, is that with the increase in our lifespan, the chances of you getting cancer has doubled and tripled. So, somebody who had one family member will now have 6. So it's becoming a huge epidemic, and it's becoming a problem for everybody.
Yeah, natural selection, right? Am I right, Minions? Am I right when I say natural selection?
Well, the thing is most people after the age of 70 are to develop some kind of cancer, and that kind of makes it a little bit more harsh and a little bit more hard to accept, because when you're sitting here and you're in your 50s and you're doing everything you can, you're on the paleo diet, you're doing all these things, you're doing
keto
yoga
diet.
you're doing yoga, and you're preparing yourself to live a long, proper life. What happens is that you end up welcoming this threshold. Would it make sense completely biologically? If you were to have a cell and it were to replicate at that point in your life 74 million times, Of course, one time it's going to have, a certain
abnormality.
An abnormality,
Yes.
and that abnormality will reproduce. And of course, it's going to be an issue. But the issue that we have is that there's a cure. It is part of natural selection, and that's how it is.
Natural selection, and I guess population control. That's what I was going for. Population control. But there's so many things out there that can kill you. I would think that if we had the cure for this disease, that it would make a lot of people very, very wealthy, very, very wealthy. And when you think about it, cancer is one of those diseases that, if eradicated, we have a smorgasbord of countless other diseases that can kill you, like Ebola or herpes or warts.
Sonny, here's the thing: is like Ebola, it only happens in the third world. Herpes and
now, is that part of conspiracy? Why is it only happening in the third world?
Well, we know exactly why it's happening in the third world.
Why is that?
It's a combination of many things, and they're all scientifically proven. Hand washing and the difference in handling fecal matter. I mean, these all just make sense.
Why would you want to handle fecal matter?
Look at cholera. Cholera comes from you drinking.
Calm down, minion. They're
terrible.
not. I apologize for them. They can be a little rude.
Not everybody understands.
Let's talk more about handling fecal matter.
Look at the instance of cholera, where you drink contaminated water, where you shit in and then you drink it. I consider that handling fecal matter. But I digress. So if you do not boil your water and you do not get rid of the contaminants, that is what exactly
I don't
happens.
mean to interrupt you, Tessa. Why did you grab the plant?
It's nice.
Oh,
nice.
Okay. For a minute, I thought that there was a radio
Sonny,
or something on the plant.
You didn't know that you have to show love and compassion to plants.
Why? Why is that?
Because it helps them grow better.
Oh, okay.
She talks to them all the time. Talks her ears off.
Oh, hey, by the way, hold on. We're getting another caller, another question coming in. Caller, what's your name?
My name's Brett.
Brett, how you doing, Brett?
Good.
Hey, it's always good to have another minion on the show. Thank you very much, Brett. Go ahead.
Yeah, so what you guys are saying about this cancer cure,
Uh-huh.
my neighbor is actually a scientist. He works directly with the FDA.
Okay.
And he actually has concocted a foolproof solution, a full medicine for cancer. Get this. You don't go to the doctor. You don't go to the hospital or anything. There's no, sticking your needles. It's basically like making soup. Like, it's just, a little concoction you make in your kitchen.
Okay, so what kind of soup is it?
Okay, it's not a soup per se. It's more like a homemade medicine.
Okay.
And it's not weed. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
But first off, you take 3/7 of a cup of water and you boil it, and then you put in a cup of ramen, and then you add a little chocolate. And then fecal matter, and you eat it.
But that's
about 3 gallons of fecal matter.
You'd get cholera, my friend.
Yeah, and you should.
What? What?
Well, Sonny, you don't seem very popular.
They hung up again. What? Okay. Don't worry, we'll edit that part out too. I apologize. We always get that one.
Sonny, I completely understand. It's not everybody is open to this new information. They have so much trust in their government. And that's the thing, the FDA is turning a blind eye and purposely banning these medications.
Good call. Now, moving on, flat Earth.
Yeah. Well, there was an experiment that was done quite some time ago, and it was actually a very valid experiment when it deals with the horizon. And it pretty much says that anything with a curvature, being that our Earth is a globe,
right there,
or so everyone would have you assume, that you see this nice turn here, this nice bubble.
The way it is.
Yeah, we see it.
If you were, we'll see that later. Well, Michael, you have to share.
Gross.
Well, anywho.
So okay. So here was the theory. If you stood here and you have something tall enough, it should appear here with a slight variation.
Right.
So a man decided to go down the river. His name was Bedford. He did the Bedford level experiment.
And we'll put a video of that.
Robotham eventually devised an experiment that could prove his flat Earth beliefs. This came to be known as the Bedford level experiment. Over the years, he repeated his experiment many times and always came to the same conclusion. The Earth was indeed a flat disk. And despite writing extensively about it and haranguing anybody who would listen to him, Robotham's discovery was mostly ignored for decades.
And he went down the river. He went down 6 miles. Of course, at 6 feet, nothing would seem round, but that's okay. So he went down 6 miles, and he wasn't able to see anything. The mass was
You're
exactly.
so not agreeing with this, are you?
She lost. I'm totally
okay,
lost.
go ahead. I'm
It's
keep
just
going.
like, really? Like,
So
is this actually
the
happening?
mass was supposed to be 11 feet lower than what it was, but instead it stayed at the exact same place, meaning that the Earth was flat, meaning that there was no curvature, and surely at that amount of distance there would be some curvature over time, right?
Right, that seems to make sense.
I mean, so with that experiment, it confirms that the Earth was thus flat.
Okay. And
I knew you could try her too.
yeah, I hear
I should be smart. What was I going
Was
to
you-
say?
Binion.
That was a lie.
I think you're
That was a
not. I
lie.
think you're not kidding. I think you're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
All right, and then of course, your rebuttal apparently because you're into Hollow Earth. Am I right?
I mean, like, let's all face it. You know what I mean? Like, the Earth obviously isn't flat. It's the way it is right there, and I'll prove you another thing for me to hand that over to. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's round just the way it is, but it's also hollow. Mm-hmm. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Hollow. Okay, in the center, all right, of beautiful Mother Nature Earth, there's actually a whole nother world, and it's called Agartha. Agartha is a whole nother world within the world. It's like those Russian dolls, or whatever the hell they're called.
Matryoshka? Am I right? I don't know. Well, here it's right here, Minion. At home, you go ahead and mouth that out. Okay. Hey, thank you. All right.
So you have Earth, you have Agartha in the center. Okay, everyone knows Agartha. Right? And it's like
don't roll your eyes. He was there. We all listened. Agartha.
It's a beautiful place.
Okay.
Michael, have you been to Agartha?
Just as you were.
That's because you haven't been there doesn't mean it's not there.
That he's got a
But
point.
Michael,
I've never been to Paris, and it's got to be there.
But here's the difference, Michael, let's be honest. I can do the Bedford experiment anytime. I can walk out onto Lake Michigan and do that experiment.
Do you have any proof on Gartha?
I have all the evidence.
Okay.
Okay, so in Agartha, and then you got to go in Agartha, in the center of that, and then there's someone actually steering the entire world.
The man behind the curtain.
Exactly. It's some Wizard of Oz type stuff. I almost said that word, Sonny.
Whoa, that's fine. That's fine.
Michael, come on.
And it's all GPS system ran.
Oh,
It is.
oh my goodness.
Michael, I think they're starting to get to you. You gotta tuck in your tinfoil.
You gotta shut your
No,
pie
here,
hole.
let's show a video of Agartha.
Agartha.
Show a video of that right now.
Another Earth inside of the planet.
Within Buddhism, there's stories of a place called Agartha or Agarthi, which is an inner world, and it's inhabited too by people, and that they are an advanced race, and even that they have trains and vehicles that are moving through this inner Earth.
Is it possible that an other Earth can be located within the confines of our own planet? Historically, underground realms were not relegated to mere mythology. Well-respected scientists and mathematicians have long speculated about a theory that became known as Hollow Earth.
I can see both sides of the arguments after both videos. I can see both of them. Here, let's not play with that. Let's put that back here.
Yeah, you might hurt the people inside, Michael.
Yeah,
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Don't
hurt
be
the
throwing
people.
stones. Don't be throwing stones. It's
Yeah, people that live inside the earth shouldn't throw stones, right, Michael?
oh my
I
goodness.
still love you.
Whatever.
I mean, you're always going to be my brother. But
I hope you're right, so I could throw you off the end of the.
Okay. Whoa.
That's all right. That's all right.
Sorry.
That's okay. I know you don't mean it.
Are we good? We're
No.
okay.
We're good, Sonny.
If I can throw you a curveball, there's one thing that I always wondered, and I was very attuned to the classics, like Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, Othello, and of course there's always.
Like, Sonny, you have to stop.
Oh, okay.
You totally do not get it. You are celebrating a farce.
See, that's what I was going to ask you guys about.
All of Shakespeare's work is plagiarized.
Bogus, complete bogus.
Bogus. What do you mean by bogus?
You didn't do any of it.
None of it?
None of it.
You haven't heard anything about that, Sonny?
No. Please. Why?
Well, as of late, we found out that a lot of people that are doing literary works, they have found that William Shakespeare's work was done by the bards. The bards at the time would travel around and they would tell tales. That's what bards did by song.
Oh, okay. Oh, like minstrels. They would come into town and tell these stories.
They would sing and play on their little lutes, and with Shakespeare in particularly, he would copy down their songs as they were to sing them, and he would start writing them. He would rework them into the plays, and he was a playwright.
Oh.
So if anything more, he's more of a playwright than an actual writer.
But my question is. I don't know. I wasn't alive back then, and not every work is always original. There's always some form of influence, through different works. I can set up different examples, but for the sake of time, don't you think that some of these minstrels, or storytellers of the time, probably just, influenced, Mr. Shakespeare or. I don't think you outright plagiarized.
Sonny, what you're not understanding is that, in each work, there was a certain tone. And Shakespeare himself had a tone that was totally different. If you were to watch each one of his plays, they would be similar. But when you were to actually look at the written word and the pentameter and, just his word usage, it varies such a large amount that it is impossible for it to be by the same person.
I know.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Bingen, I gasped. Thank you for gasping for me. But honestly, give me an example. Michael.
He was just he just wrote a couple little catchy things, and just people at the end of the day, just Shakespeare is just a bomb ass name. You know what I mean?
First,
people just love the name Shakespeare. He was gonna be someone no matter what.
Well, so because the name rolled out right off the tongue.
Exactly.
Oh well, that's interesting. But I guess what I'm trying to ask is, I know you guys are saying that there are different tones to his stories, but I think most of his stories are all nothing but tragedies. They're all bad luck to people. I mean, Julius Caesar, the guy gets stabbed.
People love drama.
Romeo and Juliet, and I'm sorry, spoiler alert right here. Spoiler alert for those who haven't read Shakespeare. In a lot of his plays, everybody ends up dead.
Question. Julius Caesar.
Mm-hmm. Get him, Tessa.
Was he a real person?
Julius Caesar, of course he was a real person.
So did Shakespeare create Julius Caesar?
He might have used. Oh, okay.
Sonny, it's like a yes or no question.
No, he did not know Julius Caesar.
Okay. So that means that he got the story second hand.
Oh, right here, mind blown. We can go on and on and on about, William Shakespeare, writing his own plays. But to close the subject on that, some people are actually thinking that he never existed at all. What's your stance on that?
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, I mean, there were many documented incidents where people did attend his plays. So theoretically,
in theory,
he had to exist at least as a basic man.
Okay, so he basically was some guy out there who used this persona and his name and basically plagiarized somebody else's work. Okay, interesting. All right, we're good. Okay, we're running short on time now. So do you have anything to say, or do you guys have anything to say to your audience members or potential fans that you're willing to recruit onto your different?
Well, before you call in, maybe take the Ricola. That's one for sure.
Try to recruit somebody. Try to recruit people to your cause.
As a whole, we are people, and our amount of time on this earth is limited. And the more that we seek out truth, the more we can find ourselves as whole. And honestly, you have to want it really badly. Because at every turn, there's some government official, there's somebody there who's going to try to shut you down and try to stop you from finding your truth. But it's your job to look for it.
To keep moving.
All right, and Michael, do you have anything to say to the camera over there?
Yes. Everything you need to know is already inside of you. You just have to look deep inside and just kind of dig that out. Shut up! Jesus.
Interesting. Yeah, you gentleman over there, you have a question?
Yeah, can I get a brain cancer hat that you guys have? They look really cool.
Yeah, you're selling these online, I hear.
Well, we're actually, after the show, we're going to be in the back signing autographs and handing some of them out, actually, to the audience.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
We're going to have we're going to have all the tinfoil hats and aspirin you can possibly want.
Perfect. And they're
Everyone
giving them
desire.
away for anybody in the audience. We're giving them away today for free. But
Tinfoil hats and aspirin.
You do have a Facebook page that you guys can we'll put up right here. It's right here. If you guys have any ideas, right here. If you guys have any ideas regarding, I'm waiting. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. So if you guys have any questions regarding their web page, it's right here, or their Facebook page. They're right here, and you guys can go on their site. And how much do these hats run on your site?
Well,
$97.
Well, that's only if you like the little penguin.
Okay, without the penguin?
Without the penguin, we really want to protect everyone. So.
All right, cool. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign this one. Then I'm going to sign this one off, and I'm going to give it to charity. And we're going to auction it off to charity, and maybe we'll make a good $1 off of it.
And immediately replace it with another.
Exactly. Oh, absolutely. Because we don't want we don't want anything like that.
And Sonny, do you know an alien?
Yes, we know. We know we know an alien.
You know an alien?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Can we meet him?
Yes, you can. You know what? If you, I know that we mentioned this before. You guys are coming on the show next time. You guys are going to be promoting your new book. I guarantee you, my good friend Alan will be on the show. We'll bring him on, and you guys can ask him any questions you guys want regarding conspiracies. Okay?
Thank you
All right.
so
With
much.
that said, I want to say thank you very much for my minions here. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Tessa and Michael for being here on the show. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. You guys are you got me there. If you guys have any questions on the show, you guys have any comments, leave them down here on your on our YouTube channel. You can watch us on the Access channel anytime at most nights on your local station. And just remember, there can only be one Sonny Brightly, or possibly two. But don't let that stop you from trying. Until then, you have a good one. Good night. We're having a little bit of an issue, and I know there's certain conspiracy theories that you and this don't really agree on. And I noticed that you were making faces doing some of her, the Shakespeare thing.
No faces.
Yeah, you were making
No faces.
So you're totally in agreement on the Shakespeare thing? You didn't write any of this place?
Shakespeare thing, yeah. Shakespeare's a total hat.
Yeah, he is.
Fraud.
Yeah, so you think, cool. And then, but it's definitely not definitely Hollow Earth, right?
Yeah, I mean, Hollow Earth's totally a thing.
Okay.